One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see the number 16 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So Miami's offense comes onto the field first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Canes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Caught on the outside, it's Wilson. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They bring him down, and before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes in a good spot here with second and short.
Here we go, here we go. I believe in you, defense. I believe in you.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward,
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
7, Boston College, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Boston College's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the lone running back. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Quickly complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that penalty will wipe away. Strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Etheridge. Pushed down for the tackle.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. And the Canes are on the move. He'll set up to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Hurricanes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. This time on target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Let's take an overall view of Boston College. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Dumps it off in the flats. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run play action. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion, doesn't get a big play.
Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're setting up the screen. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Back to pass on second down. This time he's got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Catch in the middle. It's Carr. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Get this close, you got to go for it. They need inches on fourth down from the 10. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short.
Green 25.
Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
He's got him down the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Makes the grab. It's Bolden. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Polk. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
Ready?
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's pulled.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Works the middle of the field. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Give him 6. Touchdown, Boston College!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Boise State is putting on an offensive clinic, and about the only thing we haven't seen is the Statue of Liberty play. They're up 14 over Texas State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going to take off. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires left. Oh, it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
under fire. Snags it at the 30 and still running. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill.
The Hurricanes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Bringing it out. And the returner is stopped. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity.
There he goes. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's complete to the left. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They just keep firing. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll get him down after a solid return. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Canes decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Swings it out to the flat. Still running at the 40. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Got a man, it's Moore. Gets away from one, he's got space. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
Boston College, 7.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Bolden. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense in a bunch formation.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This Boston College offense has it working. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Fires to the tight end. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw, it's Hill. It's caught downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it, and he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Second down, he'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading.
And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boston College will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Green. Unleashes one. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. And the Canes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the running back. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Pressure coming. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Second down coming up. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Turning it on. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Hurricanes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll move the tight end. Try and play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hill. Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. The screen, he can go. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. 3rd down play from the gun. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. Great place to start for this offense. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots were...
It's a big stride inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute.
He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. It's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
Okay, ready?
Just complete and utter dominance.